Hi, guys. All right, David, I know you just got on. I'm stepping out real quick. I'll be right back. If you have any issues, just text me. But I'm going to be away from my computer for about 10 minutes.
What's going on, everybody? We got like 6 minutes, so plenty of time. See if you guys got a block with you. If you don't got a block, you can use a book, pillow, or something. But yeah, just one block if you got it. What up, Karen? What up, Jess? See you guys. It's going down. Super excited. Heck yeah. Melissa, what up, girl?
You got this. Woohoo!
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
I'm so excited.
Thank you. So excited.
Got this shit. All right.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna mute so you don't hear my shit.
Cool.
All right.
Hey, David. Hi.
Hello. Who's talking?
Me, Heva. Hey,
Emma, what's up? There you go.
I'm so excited. You're going to do great.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for that text.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
All day.
All right.
Like I said, man, you gotta have fun with it, right?
Yeah. I'll put you on mute, okay?
All right, cool. Appreciate it, girl.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
So I'm gonna be playing my playlist in my little blue pill over there. If you feel like I'm drowning you or it's drowning me out, just let me know. I'm gonna play it like right when I start. So, but yeah, if anybody hears it, and it's like David, I can't hear it. Just give me a heads up. Cool. Appreciate you, Karen. T minus 2 minutes. Alrighty, guys. Before I actually get started, for anybody that's on right now, I want to say thank you very much for coming to my first class. Super excited about it. A little nervous too. That's normal. I'm human. What are we not nervous about doing for the first time? It's inevitable. So I'm going in with a good spirit, and we're gonna have some fun. Hopefully sweat along the way. So what I'm gonna cover real quick before we actually get into the actual yoga portion itself, there's gonna be 2 moves I'm gonna do that are gonna be kind of awkward. So one of them, when we're gonna be in a 3-legged dog, I'm gonna ask you to bring the heel to your toe. Let me get over here so you can see. Heel to your toe, and then to lift back up into 3-legged dog. So it's gonna be like a tap. So I'll give you that cue for the knee to heel tap. And then on the last one, I'm gonna ask you to drop that foot, shift the weight back, and hold. Looks awkward now, but in the middle of it, you'll see that it makes some sense. So just giving you guys a head up for that, because we'll be in the middle of the practice, maybe a little tired, maybe a little winded. So giving you guys a heads up for it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take a seat. If you guys wanna start off in hero pose. Hero pose looks like this. So we're gonna be on our knees, hips shift between the heels, and we're gonna sit upright first off. So what we're gonna do here is just getting into our breath before we get into the practice. We tend to have hectic days. Obviously, it's been a hectic couple months. So it's time to slow it down. Get on the mat, focus on you. So I appreciate you for coming here and doing this for yourself. Awesome Friday with a full moon, no big deal. Alrighty guys, so let's start off. You place the hands on your knees, palms down, or palms up to receive. I'm gonna have my palms down to be grounded. So after on your, I'm gonna do 5-second inhalations, long 5 seconds. And then we're gonna hold for 5 seconds and then release slowly for 5 seconds. If we're not on the same count, that's fine. Working with different people and I can't hear everyone's breath, so I'm gonna give you time to do it on your own, but let's try to start off with maybe doing 5 breaths that way. So let all that stale air out. And then we're gonna inhale through the nose for 5, 4, 2, 1, hold it up top. Slowly release for 5, 4, 3, 2, relaxing the body. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly release through the nose, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more of those. Here we go. Big inhale. 2, 1. Hold it. Release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Biggest breath you got. Bring it all in. Fill up the belly. Fill up the lungs. Fill up the throat. Bring that air all the way to the crown of your head. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Sigh and let it out. Nice and relaxed. All right, guys, I'm going to invite you over, moving into child's pose. So child's pose, toes are going to be together, knees are going to be out wide on the mat. We're going to reach out to the front of the mat, sinking our hips between our heels and letting our forehead rest naturally onto the mat. So as you're doing that, I'm going to sit up. Keep guiding you through. So right now we're trying to check in with our bodies. So we did a couple breaths, relaxed. It's time for yoga. Now we want to see if we can start focus on that Ujjayi breath. We call it the dragon's breath or lion's breath. You're doing like a hissing sound with the back of your throat. So you're doing the same concept of inhaling through the nose, and then a forceful exhale out through the nose. You might even feel like an ocean's noise coming out. So arms are extended, pushing the hips back, in between the heels, relaxing the neck, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the eyes. We'll take about 2 more breaths here on your own. So on that last inhale, I'm gonna have you come up into tabletop position. So tabletop position, we're gonna have our hands stacked over our shoulders, knees over our hips, active shoulder blades, neck is neutral. So join me here to start off with some cat-cow. So cat, when we do cat, we're going to push the fingers into the earth, around the back, spreading the shoulder blades with an exhale. Inhale for cow, dropping the belly, chest comes up, hip elevates, gaze to the sky. Exhale for cat. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, cow. Organically move. If you're off with my breath, that's okay. Cat. Exhale. Last cow here, drop that belly, big shoulders, like there's weight on your lower back, head to the sky. Bringing the body back to neutral tabletop position. So we're gonna bring the hands a little bit more forward than we usually do. We're gonna work on some hip circles, dancing lions. So left hip come out to the side, drop the hip, drag it over to the right. Drop the hips back like you were doing child's pose. We're gonna shoot for about 5, 6 rotations on each side. You might get some pops, snaps, some crackles. It's okay. I'm doing it a couple times. And remix, other side. Push those hips to the back. Stack over. Just trying to wake the body up before we start asking from it to do some more challenging movements. But the body can do it because it's magnificent. It can do amazing things. So here we're going to come back to tabletop position again. We're going to thread the needle. So basing with our left hand, reach that right hand to the sky. Thread that needle through underneath the left, all the way, palm facing up. Your ear may rest on the ground, it may not. That left hand, slowly creep it to the top of the mat and get an awesome side body stretch and a shoulder stretch with the shoulder that's on the ground. If you'd like, with that left leg, you could reach up, hiking the hips, getting more of a stretch on the side body. If we're working on balance, you can lift that leg. Focusing on the breath throughout the practice. Exhale, bring that leg down if you have it. Left hand to the side of the head. Let's do a rebound. Turn, stretch, and extend to the sky. Or for me, the ceiling. All right, back at tabletop position again. Let's do that other side. So we're gonna inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread that needle through, all the way to the ground. Stretch. Right hand's gonna come all the way to the top of the mat. If you lifted the leg on your other side, try to do it on this side as well. That way you get an equal balance on both sides. So same thing here, while we're turning our head, continue to breathe, do not restrict the breath. On that next exhale, go ahead and bring that left arm back up to rebound, stretch to the sky, and bring it back down to tabletop position. Beautiful job. Tabletop position. So what we're gonna do here with our right hand, we're gonna extend as if we're shaking someone's hand, keeping our neck neutral. Left leg will shoot back and straight. We're gonna hold this great base with the hand that's on the ground, really elongating the fingertips and shooting energy through that back heel. So we're gonna exhale, bringing that knee in, touching the elbow. Inhale, extend, maybe a little bit farther this time. Exhale, bring it back in, contract and squeeze, let all that air out. Inhale, extend. One more here, contract, contract, squeeze, squeeze, let that air out. Beautiful extension, hold. For half bow, you could bend that back leg, reach back with your free hand and push and pull. So I'm pushing into my hand, I'm lifting my chest with my based arm, and if I can, I'll look over that right shoulder. Big breaths. We want to send oxygen to those tight muscle groups. Slowly extend and extend. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Resetting, move a bit. We're working our way to the other side. So let's extend that left hand out. Right leg extends, taking top flat back. On that next exhale, bring it in, contract, let it out. Shh. Inhale, extend. Great job, guys. Exhale, contract, push through that right hand facing the body. Inhale, extend. Beautiful. Last one here. Exhale, contract and squeeze. Lift the shoulder blades apart. Inhale and stretch. Hold it. Keep the neck neutral. Try not to look up too much. From here, bend the back leg. Reach for it with the left hand. Push through the hand. Lift through the chest. Turn through the torso. And breathe. Smile. It's Friday. Slow release. Extend the hand. Extend the leg. Bring it down softly into the mat. Great job, guys. So from here, we're going to work into our first down dog. But before we get to the down dog, we're going to get into that tabletop position, facing our hands, tucking our toes, and we're going to slightly lift our knees about 2 inches from the ground. Flat back. You're going to feel the serratus anterior. You're going to muscle group right under here. Your lats activated. Neck is long. Stay in the breath. Think about your hands like starfishes. So we're pushing through the forefinger and the thumb. Exhale. The head in between the shoulders. And we're coming into our first downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, we're going to try to relax the heels to touch the ground. If they're not touching, that's fine. Pump them out. Bring some love and some blood to the calves, to the feet. If your body's asking for stillness, then just be still. Take a couple breaths so we can build a great foundation into this movement. On that next exhale, open the feet a little bit wider to the ends of the mat. Place your left hand centered of your body in the mat. And with that right hand, you're going to turn, stretch, and grab that left ankle and push and pull. Side body stretch, exhale, letting all that air out. Wish I could hear everybody. In spirit, slowly release, replace the hand, right hand comes center. Left hand will reach over to the right leg, pull on the bottom of the ankle, twist, and maybe look underneath that armpit. Remember to breathe. We're almost upside down here, so we're getting a lot of rush of blood to the head. Healthy. Slowly transition back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're gonna walk our hands out a little bit more forward, feet to the front of the mat so we can TP our body. And we're gonna lift, inhale, that left leg high to the sky. Keeping the hips square, open the hips up, drop the knee, point to the sky. Remember to keep your body square and pushing through the palms equally. Opening up the hips. Maybe some hip circles here. Whatever your body's asking for, hip circles to the right. Small ones for me, I don't got big hips. Maybe you want huge ones. Square those hips off back to the front. Inhale, bring that knee to the chest. Lift those hips up, push through the hands. Exhale, lift. Exhale, bring that left knee to the left elbow. Hold. Keep the neck neutral. Inhale, lift that leg back up into three-legged dog. Bringing that knee to the for that Knee into the opposite elbow. Tap and hold. Keep the breath, guys. Stay strong. Inhale, lift, three-legged dog. Last one here, big extension going into dragon pose. Slowly place that left leg into the outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down and start to frame your body. So here, dragon pose. You can either descend your body down a little bit more for a hamstring stretch. If that's too much for you, you can use a block. If you want to twist the dragon, you'll base your right hand down, turn the torso, and reach for the sky. Maybe fly the dragon and grab that back foot and pull it in as you open your chest. Continue to stay connected with your breath. Slowly release if you're binded. Bring the hand back down to the mat. We're gonna toe that, walk the left foot in the middle of your hands. Bring yourself up into a high lunge. And inhale, lift that leg back up into three-legged dog. Slowly bring the foot down. Knees open, drop the hips back for a quick child's pose. Momentarily catching our breath. Giving any new users a rest for those shoulders. So on that next inhale, you're gonna bring yourself right back up into downward facing dog, moving over into our right hand side. So here we're gonna inhale that right leg high to the sky, keep the hips square, and then open it up. Dropping the knee, the ankle, pointing the knee to the sky. Remember, keeping those shoulders square, active. Small circles if you did it on the other side. Beautiful breath. Square the hips back off. Exhale, lift the hips, bring the knees into the chest, push. Inhale, bring that leg back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, knee to the right elbow. Head stays neutral, top of the mat. Lift up, good job, stay strong. Inhale, back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, opposite elbow, twist the hips, try to touch, keep the hips high. Good job, guys. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Last one here, we're stepping through into dragon lunge. Slowly place the right leg on the outside of the right hand. Right, left knee touches, bases. Shoelaces of the back foot touches the ground. So try to replicate the same thing we did on the other side. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. It's completely normal. Just be aware of that. If you twisted, start to work your twist. Flying the dragon. If you bind it, go ahead and bind. Maybe try it for just one breath. Slowly release. Bring the hands back down to the center. Bring that foot back to the center, framing it with both hands. Bring yourself back up into a high runner's lunge. And lifting that leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale, slow, exhale, bring it down to the mat. From here, we're gonna slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat. And we're working on a forward fold. So from here, crisscross those elbows, relax the head, and try to hang. We're gonna feel a really beautiful stretch in the lower portion of our back, our hamstrings, our glutes. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. Maybe shake your head yes, maybe shake your no. Always finishing it with the yes. From here, we're gonna slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing our body up, keeping the head bent, letting the gaze of you looking forward be the last thing. And stand at Tadasana. So in Tadasana's mountain pose, toes be slightly inward, palms are facing toward the front, shoulders are back, chin slightly tucked in. I remember when I first did this pose, I thought it was silly. But the more I did it and the more I perfected it, I understood that this was the baseline of all poses, the foundation. So here, working into our sun salutations. With our sun salutations, you're going to inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. Inhale, circle the sun. On this next exhale, fold, slowly swan diving into the ground, placing the hands on the mat. The next inhale, bring your body up for a half back. Maybe place them on your knees or your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back. We're going to do knees, chest, chin on the first one. So knees, chest, chin will touch the mat. Almost like a chaturanga, and then we're going to shift the body weight up into cobra. If you're loose already, go ahead and go into that upward facing dog. From here, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, drive to the shoulders, and we're back into our downward facing dog. So let's do one a little bit faster. We're going to walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold the upper body. Inhale, roots through the legs, rise through the body, extend the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands heart center. Inhale, repeat, bring the hands up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or walk back into low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, keeping those elbows tight, shoulders are back, neck is long. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, push to the shoulders, down dog. All right, a little bit faster this time, guys. Go at your pace. Listen to your body. Look between the hands. Step, jump, or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Pick up the flow now. Inhale, root through the legs, up through the body. Exhale, bring the hands right center. Getting that blood rushing. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back, tabletop. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, push through the palms. Down dog. One more here, guys. Look between the hands, step, jump, or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roots rise. Exhale, bring the hands heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Last one, maybe try to jump into the slow plank. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Push and inhale for up dog. And working our way back into down dog position. Good job. So as a reminder for all of you folks that are doing yoga, if you feel that you need to come and bring yourself down into a child's pose at any time, go for it. Just stay in the practice, but don't let your ego get in the way. I used to do that. I was guilty of it. This is a good time to check in. Remind yourself what you started with, your intention. Good. Get back into that breath. All right, so we're looking between the hands. You got two transitions. You could either step into a yoga squat, or you could jump into it. Wide stance. I'm going to face you so you can see. Hips go down. Maybe you use a block to sit on. That is fine. Arms are going to push out the knees. Thumbs onto the chest. And pushing ourselves up tall. So remember, we're going to hold, really open up those hip flexors. Crown of the head is reaching to the sky. Left hand will reach up. Right hand goes down. Twist behind the back if you're capable of a bind. If not, this is more than enough. For the ones that are trying to bind, go ahead and reach, grab behind that knee, interlock the hands, and lift. Looking over your shoulders in your practice, go for it. Remember, we're doing what's best for us. We're not comparing here. So what I want you to get out of today's practice is, what did my body ask for? Slowly release, bring yourself back to heart center. On the side, go ahead and inhale that right hand high to the sky. Base it. This is where you were at last time. That's great. Go ahead and hold it here. If you bind it, go ahead and bind it. Beautiful. Lifting up and through. Staying focused. Slowly releasing, bringing that self back into the yogi squat, hands heart center. So bringing our hands to heart center, we're gonna try to work with crow here. So with crow, we have two options. You're gonna try to tuck those knees underneath your armpit or your tricep, get high in the tippy toes. Palms are gonna be stacked over the shoulders, and then internally rotate those elbows. If this is your first time doing crow, maybe do a couple of hops and then come right back down into reset position. If you know how to do crow, go ahead and shift your body weight into it and work. Hold, lift. Woo! I fell. I told you at the beginning of practice, I'm human. All right, hold it, guys. If you're holding, maybe kick out of it into your low chaturanga. Tuck those toes slowly, and we're gonna work our way up to that up dog position. Tuck the toes, push the hips back, and we are down dog again. Looking between the hands, we're gonna go ahead and step toe to toe, bringing the hands behind, or the feet in front of the hands, and slowly lifting up into the Tadasana. Palms roll up, chin's tucked, couple breaths. Go ahead and feel that fire. I'm sweating a little bit. You guys probably are too. If you ever need a sip of water, go ahead and go for that. So working into our flow, go ahead and give me a inhale, circle the sun. Exhale, bring the heart center. Inhale, circle the sun. Exhale, fold, bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the body down into that low plank position. Cobra or up dog. And then back into down dog. Go ahead and inhale the left leg high. Step it through between the legs. Slowly place it down between. And place that right knee down. Shift your body up using your core. And we're working to crescent moon. So our hips are in line. Try not to dump the weight into the hips. Spine is neutral. Arms are to the sky. Revolving the crescent moon. Left hand will go back. Right hand will go forward. Keeping the head neutral and in line. Notice where your body's at. We want to energetically bring those thighs inboard to work on our balance. Inhale, lift. Back to crescent moon. Exhale, other direction with the revolve crescent. So left hand comes forward, right hand goes back. Remember to keep that left knee pushed outboard. Feel the twist. Inhale, bring it back up to crescent moon. Transitioning into half monkey. Extend the front leg, toes to the sky. Maybe that's too much. Slowly bring your body weight forward, keeping your hips stacked on the base leg and getting a stretch into that hamstring. Stay in the breath. Send oxygen to the places that are tight. Slowly framing that front leg, facing back up into crescent moon. Facing the hands, tucking those back toes, and we're working back into our high lunge position. So before we move into crescent, we're gonna use our core, slowly working our balance, shifting the arms, keeping the hips in line. Maybe you need a bend in that back leg to keep your hips neutral. If you could extend it all the way and push that energy out that back leg, great. Hands will be up to the sky. If they need a rest, go ahead and bring them heart center. From here, crescent lunge, we're gonna revolve that crescent, or twisted crescent, hands heart center. Lift, shift forward, exhale, twist. Maybe look over the shoulder. If opening your hands is in your practice, go ahead and open the arms. Again, energetically bringing those thighs inboard. Push that back leg, root through the front foot. Exhale, bring the hands heart center, bring it back up to crescent lunge. From here, we're going to water with the arms, dropping the back heel inboard. Working our way into Warrior Two. So this is our first Warrior Two. Warrior Two, we're pushing on the outer edges of our feet, the toe side. Front leg pushes open, hips open up like a book, arms are long, my gaze is over the middle finger of my front arm. Find the breath, feel the fire. Flip that palm, bring it up and over the head, keep the leg bent up front. We're all doing it together. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, back to reverse warrior. Extend the front leg, straightening it out, getting more of a side body stretch. Inhale, bring the arms back down parallel. We should have like a triangle stance with our feet. We're gonna shift the body weight forward, working into the triangle, push the hips forward, reach for the sky. Maybe you grab your knee, maybe you grab your shin, maybe you touch the floor. The goal here is to push those hips up and through and look over. So we open up the heart and the chest. Big breaths, good job guys. Find that balance. Find the breath. Water wheel up, hands back down. Back foot's gonna creep forward. All 10 toes are gonna face the front, keeping the hips square. If you have a block or something, go ahead and grab that block. Base the right hand onto the block and we're gonna revolve our triangle. If your back heel is lifted, that's okay. Don't force it down there. Do what your body's asking you to. Exhale, bring those hands back down to the sky or down to the mat. Slowly bring that back foot forward to meet the left. Keep that energy in that left leg though. That's what we've been working. We're gonna sweep the arms and then come into chair pose. So with chair pose, the goal is to try to keep those toes relaxed. Don't dump in the back. Neutral tuck. Arms are long. And sink. Good. Bring the hands heart center. Twist the chair. Elbow comes over the knee. Hands heart center. And hold. Good job, guys. Looking down at your feet, focus on putting all of your energy into that left leg, finding foundation and base, and step back as best as you can with your right foot. Exhale, bring it back up to chair. We're gonna do that one more time. Slowly step back, find that revolve crescent. Step back up into chair pose. Hands heart center, go ahead and fold forward. Lift the hips, relax the head. Take a deep breath in, great job. Good, working into that flow. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Working on the sun salutation. Exhale, bringing it heart center. Inhale, circle the sun. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe get a back extension. Exhale, swan dive onto the floor. Inhale, half back. Exhale, work into that chaturanga. Kick the feet back, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Proud chest, push to the hands. Tuck the toes. Back into down dog. Good job, find the breath. Last exhale. Gonna work onto the right side now. Inhale, that right leg high to the sky. Step it through slowly, lift the hips, place it down gently. Place the back leg down. And raise those arms to the sky. Working on our crescent moon. Same concept, keep those hips in line. Revolving the crescent, right arm goes down, left leg goes forward. Twist the upper torso. Energetically bring those legs inboard, find stabilization. Inhale, revolve the arm back up to the sky. Exhale, twist the other direction. Left arm goes back, right arm forward. Nice and tall, like there's a string pulling on the top of your head. Revolve those hands back up to the front, framing that front leg and extending it slowly, working into our half monkey. Bring the body straight, keep his hips in line. Slowly let your forehead come down as best as it can to the mat. And release. Breathe. Don't fight the stretch. Slowly framing that front leg, tucking the toes in the back, bring ourselves up to high plank or high lunge. Using the core, lifting up to the upper body, swinging the arms and working on our crescent. So crescent, revolve the crescent, right arm goes back, left arm forward. Staying tall, again, think about that strength pulling you up from the top of the head. Revolve the arms up forward, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands heart center, shift forward, twist, working into our twisted crescent. Great job. If you opened up the hands on the other side, try to do it here as well. Exhale, bring the hands heart center, slowly shift back up into crescent lunge. From here, that back heel is going to drop inboard. Arms revolve open, and we're working on our warrior two. Nice, guys. So we're working on that depth, opening up the hips like a book. Front knee stays open, pushing those back toes in the back of the mat. Arms are long, looking over that hand in the front. I left my glasses on the whole time. I've never done that. Let's take those off, shall we? Woo. All right. Flip that palm, pushing back up into reverse warrior. Keeping that bend. That pain you feel, that's great. Revolve those arms back up into warrior two. Reminds you you're alive. Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, legs. Palm back up, reverse that warrior. Extend that front leg. Get a little break off of it. I know it feels good. Exhale, bring those hands back down to a T. Inhale, shift the body weight forward. Exhale, drop. Push the hips forward, look over the hand, and open up that heart. Woo. Feeling good, guys. Feeling the energy through the computer. All right, slowly bring that hand back down. Untuck that back foot, creep it forward. All 10 toes to the front. You got a block, go ahead and base it down that left side. Basing the left hand, keeping the hips square, dumping no weight more into the other leg than the other. Twist and extend. Exhale, open up. Nice. Remember, if the heel doesn't touch, it's okay, don't force it. Exhale, bring the hands back down, frame that foot. Working into our pyramid pose. So slowly bring the feet back, pedal relax. Keeping the hips square, so I'm pushing off that front heel, relaxing the head. Since we forgot to do that on the other side, we're going to bring the left leg forward. Go ahead and bring that right leg back. We're going to work a pyramid on that right side, that left side. The pyramid over here. Go ahead and bring those hands back. Relax the head. Push through that left hip so you stay squared. And open up that hamstring and that front leg. On the next exhale, go ahead and bring both of those feet together up top of the mat. And we're going to inhale, bringing it back to chair again. So we're at chair pose. Remember, if you got to bring your hands heart center, go ahead and go for it, guys. No problem. Revolve. So twisted chair. Left elbow goes over the right knee. Crown of the head reaches forward. And hold, find base. So we're looking down at our feet. Focusing on our right foot, basing into the ground, lifting up slowly with the left leg and reaching back into twisted crescent. Inhale, bring it back up into twisted chair. Exhale, bring it back down to twisted crescent. Last one here, bring it up to the front. Inhale, hands to the sky. Challenge yourself, maybe sink a little bit deeper. We're gonna go for 5 pulses. 5, 4, breathe with me, guys. 3, I love you. 2, and 1, exhale the body, bring the hands to the mat, relax, full force, and breathe. Great job, guys. Inhale slowly to Tadasana, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin comes up, head comes up, long arms, take a deep breath, good job. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna go into our wide-legged stance. So left leg is gonna go back. I'm gonna face the mirror. Whatever way you're facing in your house, that's where you're going. Or not the mirror, the computer. So our hands are gonna come on the hips. We're gonna slowly hinge forward using our core. Once you get to a place where it may be a little too difficult, go ahead and base those hands and slowly let yourself descend a little bit deeper than what you usually do. Dropping the head down to the floor. If it's in your practice, go ahead and relax. We're gonna work another side body stretch, kind of like we did at the beginning. So go ahead and base that left hand to the center. The right hand, you're gonna thread underneath and grab and pull. Looking underneath that left armpit, getting an awesome side body stretch and hamstrings, adductors. On the next inhale, brace yourself back to the front. Neck is neutral. Right hand base in the center, left arm comes underneath it, grabs the right ankle, push and pull. Twist, maybe you look underneath the armpit, maybe you don't. Exhale, release. We're gonna walk the hands to the front. As we walk the hands to the front, the back leg's gonna follow, comes a little bit more close. And we're bringing ourselves back into that pyramid. So pyramid. On the next inhale, you're gonna shift the body weight forward, slight bend in that front leg, up dog chest, lift the back leg, and we're gonna hold for warrior 3. With warrior 3, you can have more of a bend in the front leg. Keep that back leg flexed. Neck is neutral. Woo. If you fall, don't worry, come right back out of it, just like I did. That's normal. Come right back into the movement again. The practice doesn't finish. Slowly pendulum the leg through and bring yourself into tree pose. So tree pose, you can bring it onto the bottom of the ankle where the toes touching the ground. Bring it right on the calf or right above the calf onto the inside part of the leg. Hands are heart center, or you can bring it up high. If you want to have fun with it, as we call it, float the branches, flatten the branches, dancing tree. Good job, guys. I see all those trees. All right, bring the hands back down. Slowly releasing, bringing the leg, kicking it back, almost like a warrior 3. Bring the hands immediately down to the mat, and we're working onto that standing split. Woo! Let it burn. Usher said it best. Relax the head. Breathe. I can, I will. Let's work. So here we're gonna work onto that awkward knee touching the back ankle. So we're gonna bend in the front knee. The left knee is gonna tap the ground and lift back up into standing split. Exhale. Lift back up. Inhale. One more here. Exhale with the tap. Lift it up at the standing split. Last one here. We're gonna come all the way down. Tuck those toes on the ground. Work onto that awkward yogi squat. Shift the hips back and lift the hands heart center. Hold it. Let me see. Let me see these squats. I see you guys. Good. I like it. I wish I was in the studio. Beautiful. Okay. Slowly release. Bring the hands heart center. Kick that leg up to the sky. And bring it back down slowly to meet it. Forward fold and relax the body. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, bring the hands heart center. Great job. I know that hamstring's screaming. Inhale, circle the sun. Reach, maybe a back extension. Exhale, fold. Bring it down to the ground. Inhale, half back. Exhale, chaturanga. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. With the left leg, we're gonna inhale high. Coming up for dragon lunge, but we're gonna tap the ground, hold, push through the hands, elevate back up into 3-legged dog. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Exhale, shift forward, bring the foot down, tap. The floor is lava, ow. Inhale, lift. Last one here. Big lift. Go ahead and let the foot stay. Base it into dragon lunge. Foot comes down. And then we're gonna creep the left foot into the center of the body, framing it with our arms. Tuck the back toes, lift back up into high lunge, and we're gonna work into Skandasana, or side lunges. So from here, we're gonna use our core lifting up, transitioning into a side position. Hips go back, you don't have to go too low. And lifting back up to center. Exhale, hips back other direction. Toes to the sky. Exhale, lift. Shift the hips back, that's 3. Good job, guys. If you can get depth, go for it. We got 2 more, you're doing amazing. Remember to breathe. Last one here. Feet meet the top of the mat. Tadasana, catch a breather, great job. Nice, check back in, guys, check back in. Focus on where we started at the beginning of this practice. Then you get your composure in this next inhale. Circle the sun. Exhale, bring it back heart center. Inhale, circle the sun, maybe a back bend again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. Try to run and kick the feet back. Inhale, back into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look between the mat, step the feet up slowly. Bringing the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae, into Tadasana. Stepping into that opposite direction of that wide stance on the mat. So I was facing you last time, I'm gonna face the opposite direction. So here we're basing the feet, hands on the hips, shifting the body weight forward. If a handstand is in your practice, now's the time to go for it. So we're gonna shift up, place the hands, maybe a tripod. Elbows are internally rotated. Tuck the chin. Maybe bring the knees into side so you work into a crow position. Kick one leg up at a time. I'm not gonna hold too long. I wanna see you guys working your headstands. Take your time, breathe. If a headstand's not in your practice, just work on those same stretches that we did on the other side. Oh, I see you, Courtney. Good. Good job, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, if you're in headstand, slowly work your way down. Meeting back into that forward fold, and we're gonna creep those hands, walk them to the front of the mat. Bringing in that back leg a little bit closer so we work into our triangle again. Shift the weight forward, bending the front leg, the leg that's faced, pushing ourselves up into warrior 3. Slide up dog chest, drive through that back heel. Active. Keep those hips nice and square. One more breath here, good job. Exhale, pendulum the leg through, we're bringing it into tree pose. Try to do the same thing. Again, you might notice one side's a little bit tighter than the other. That's completely normal. Hands heart center. Keep that base leg, the glute of that base leg engaged. So you have a great structural foot that's holding you upright. Slowly release that tree pose. Pendulum the legs back, working into warrior 3. Hands come down to the mat, and we're working into our standing staff. So that standing staff, if you have to bend that leg a little bit more because it's a little too tight on the hamstring, go for it. That's fine. The goal here is not to necessarily extend it if it's too much. On this next exhale, go ahead and drop that knee to the back, ankle tap. Inhale and lift. 2 more of those. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Maybe a little more extension. Last one here, we're gonna bring the foot down slowly, base it onto the ground. Lock those knees, push the hips back, stay up tall, awkward yogi squat. Beautiful, guys. Core is tight, hips are in line, body's upright. Woo! Slowly bring the hands back down to the mat. And bring that right foot to meet the left and relax. Slowly inhale, half back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, bring the hands heart center. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Catching the breath, giving you a couple. Push through the palms. Keep the foundation of the movement. On the next inhale, bring the right leg high. Up and over. Exhale, bring it to the top for the dragon lunge. Inhale, lift. That's one. We're going to do two more. Shift forward. Exhale, tap the ground. Lift back up. Three-legged dog two. Last one here. Slowly place it onto the ground. In base. Back leg tucks. Taking your time, you're going to kick that foot in the center of your body. Framing it with your arms. Tuck the toes with the back leg. Lift the hips, working into our high lunge. From here in our high lunge, we're going to lift up. Bring ourselves back. Skandasana. Working into our side lunges. Toes will lift. Body stays upright. Transition. Toes to the sky. Shift the hips back onto the leg that's loaded. If it's too much, remember, stay high. 3. Nice, guys. 4. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. 2. Last one, meeting on top of the mat. Lift. And Tadasana. Woo! Nice, guys. Long fingers. Maybe close your eyes. Take a deep breath on your own. Maybe 2 or 3 breaths. Why not? Thank you, body. Thank you for being able. Thank you for being present. Next, exhale. Go ahead and open up the stance wide on the mat. We're going into another yogi squat. So hips go back. Hands are set. Good job, guys. Holding on to that yogi squat. So we're really checking in here. We're going to hold it a little bit longer than we did the last times. I know I can't see you, but there's a difference between pain and discomfort. So I ask you, if it's discomfort, maybe breathing into it a little bit more is going to help you relax. Because the mind is always going to tell you that it's too hard. That's why I built more of a respect and love for yoga, because I thought I was athletic, but putting myself into these twists and turns and bends and keeping a straight face and keeping my mind at ease and sending patience and calmness to my body through my breath was amazing. I want to always remember that everything's in the breath. I used to think it was so cliche, but it's so true. So keep checking in, deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Do one more breath here, guys. Loving it, loving it. Last exhale here, we're gonna place the hands down and go ahead and sit onto the mats. Woo! Little break. So if you have a block, I'm gonna ask you to grab it. So with that block, we're gonna place it long ways in between the legs. Staying upright, kind of like a half bow position. So like there's a string pull in the top of my chest. I'm gonna extend my right leg, keeping my left leg base. And we're gonna bring the arms up and alternate and touch for 1, 2, 3, forceful breaths. 4, 5, 6, gotta work that core. 7, 8, that's the nucleus to the body. 9, they'll thank you later, I promise. 10, 11, stay focused. 12, 13, 14, remember what the mind's telling you, remember what your body's capable of. 3, 2, 1, beautiful, come forward, relax, rest, shake it out, good job. Applauding you from a distance. All right, guys, right leg base, shift forward, up dog chest, like that half bow position. Lift that left leg up, Arms are out like Frankenstein, and go ahead and switch. 1, 2, 3. Remember that breath. 4, 5, 6, 7. I wish I could hear everybody right now. 8, 9. I'm hurting. 10. It's okay. 11 is temporary. 12, 13. Great job. 14, 15. 5 more. 5, 4. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Oh yes. Oh, I feel that too. And rest and relax, kind of. All right, guys, so we're working here. Coming into a high boat position, we're gonna use the block and we're gonna pass it from our feet to our hands. So slowly bringing our body down into low boat. Try to keep the shoulder blades up, legs are long, core is active. I'm gonna lift the legs and arms past the block and repeat and bring the arms and legs down. That's 1, lift and pass. 2, lifts and pass. 3, try not to use momentum. Momentum's not our friend. 4, I want to use every single fiber in my body. 5, 6, yes. 7, good, keep breathing. 8, try to keep those shoulders up, we're almost there. 9, 9, oh, 9, last one, 10, put the block down, relax. Let the body rest. Beautiful. Slowly rock and roll the body upwards. 1 or 2 rocks. You're going to cross the ankles, face the hands, bring yourself down into child's pose. Toes touch, knees are wide, drop the hips, let the forehead touch the mat, and rest. Surrender your body and breathe. So we started off the practice here in child's pose. Maybe you notice your body feels a little different. You did a little bit of bringing some heat to the body, and now we're working on that cool down. So again, focus on that breath. Start relaxing everything. Bring your body up into tabletop position, stacking the hands over the shoulders. And then we're going to sit back down into, or lifting our body up into upright position. Hands are going to come to the lower portion of the back, like we're putting our fingers into our imaginary back pockets. Activate the quads, activate the core, slightly push into the lower back. Elbows are internally rotated, chest to the sky. Try not to drop the head too much and open up those hip flexors. Exhale, drop back out down to hero pose. Rebound off the position. Catch one breath. Inhale, lift, hands in the back pockets, elbows together. Push the hips forward, elongate the quads. Beautiful back extension. Elbows are tight. Stay focused on what we're doing. Slowly drop back down into hero pose. Drop the hips. Dropping down into rabbit. So rabbit, we're going to bring our forehead to the mat. Hands are going to reach to the back of our ankles. Drop the forehead down and open up the back body and stretch the spine, countering what we just did. Stay in the breath. 2 breaths here at your own pace. Big inhales, big exhales. Slowly coming out of rabbit on your next inhale. And we're going to make our way slowly into seated position, legs in front of us. While we're here, we're going to move the meat from our glutes. Stay extremely tall and rigid. Again, I like using that analogy, like the strings pulling me up. And I'm going to lead myself into this forward fold through my belly button. So I keep my neck neutral. I'm exhaling. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. And before I just drop my head, I'm going to feel that stretch in the lower back and hold. Remember, this is the cool down. This is the part now where we could really capitalize on these stretches because our body is open. It is thanking you, believe me. As a trainer, I always tell my clients at the gym, If your body could talk, it would tell you some things. I wish I could have a connection with my body like that, but the best when it comes to feeling is the best thing. So feel what your body wants and deliver. One more breath here. Slowly on that next exhale, come out of that. Opening up into a wide-legged straddle on your mat. So we're going to slowly come forward. If you need to use the block to base yourself, you can. Opening up our adductors, the inside part of our legs. Fingers are going to reach forward. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, relax the upper body. With every breath, you feel yourself sinking maybe a little bit deeper. So inhale into the muscle group. Exhale. Feel them open up a little bit more as you go down. Maybe half an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch, but you'll feel yourself slowly going deeper into the stretch. Next inhale, slowly transition your way into the right-hand side. Grabbing the ankle. You could either frame the leg with both hands and come forward, if that feels comfortable. So in your practice, maybe grabbing with your right hand on the inboard portion of your foot and reaching over with your left so you get a nice side body stretch as well as the hip. You're gonna stay here for a breath or 3. Notice how your body felt at the beginning of the class to now. Next inhale, slowly come out of it. Stay low. Try not to come up yet. Straddling from the front, coming over extremely slowly over to the left-hand side. So the rest of this practice is done slowly, controlled, staying checked into what we've been trying to accomplish. And yoga is slowing the fluctuations of the mind. We live in this fast rat race world with a lot of distractions, Sometimes it's nice to check out of all that and just be here, now, present, myself, and realize at the end of the day, that's what's important. One more breath here on this last inhale. Slowly bring your body up forward to the front. Maybe get a little bit deeper of that stretch that we did. Did a lot of hamstring stuff today, so I want to really open up those quads or those hamstrings and those hip flexors. I noticed I got a little deeper. So we're going to do 2 more breaths in this forward fold, wide-legged. Last inhale, we're going to bring it out slowly, maybe grabbing underneath the legs and pulling them inboard slowly so you can assist them. Putting the feet to the front of the mat again. And we're going to rock down onto our back. So we're going to go into Happy Baby. So Happy Baby, the goal is to keep the lower portion of the back on the mat. So you can grab on the outside portions of the leg. If that's too much, maybe grab the back of your knees and pull down. So we're trying to find stillness right now. This pose here was one that I used to find myself fidgeting a lot. I didn't like it. And I was telling myself that as I was doing it, that I didn't like it. So I was already defeating myself before I even gave myself an opportunity to work on it, like anything else. I have to tell myself I can, and if I can, I try. That gets a little bit too much. Maybe you could do bound angle. Miss Jessica taught us a few months ago. Thank you. Back's flat, pushing those heels in together. Really feel that lower back stretch and open up. Next exhale, we're gonna release those legs. Bring the arms overhead, legs out, and give me a good morning stretch. Really feel the abdominal open, the hip flexors, the quads, the ankles, the cracks. Next inhale, bring the right knee into the belly. Pull it in, maybe into the shoulder. And some small circles. I'm gonna bring it over for a side body stretch. So left leg hand is gonna guide the right leg over the body, the torso. Right hand comes out like a T. If you can, maybe gaze over at your right hand as you ever so gently just slightly pull on that right leg across your body to get an awesome hamstring and quad or glute stretch. Try to keep both shoulders flat on the ground. Breathe throughout this. One more breath here. Slowly release. Bringing it back to center, extending it back out to the ground. Bringing in that left leg, doing the same thing. Pull it into the chest, maybe a little bit of the shoulder. Open it up. On that exhale, go ahead and grab with the right hand, shift it across the torso. Left arm comes out wide, maybe gaze over it. Just as much of a neck stretch here, so I'm gonna really elongate that crown. I'm a lot tighter on my left side than my right. Why? That's just the way it is. Some days I'm tighter on the right. I'm just observing it. I'm working with it. 2 more breaths here. Deep breaths in. Really surrender everything. Slowly on this next inhale, slowly bring that leg back up to the center. Bring both knees into the chest, curl it in. Maybe bring the chest in, maybe give a kiss to the knees. And relax the body back out, down, Shavasana. So if you have your block, we're gonna grab it. Lifting up the legs, coming into waterfall. So the block is gonna sit somewhere in the coccyx, the very, very low portion of your spine. So it feels supported. Perfect time to let that blood flow down from the feet. I never gave my feet enough love. Now I notice how much we demand from them from standing on them our whole lives, and when we do exercise or whatever. It's a beautiful pose. If it's in your practice, go ahead and work yourself up into shoulder stand. If you've never done shoulder stand, I recommend maybe to stay in waterfall. If you want to go for it, go for it. Keep those elbows tight. Stacking the hips over the shoulders, keeping the neck long. Focusing that you're able to breathe. You should be able to swallow. If you want to, bring your feet down slowly into plow. Still keeping those hips stacked over the shoulders. Maybe your feet touch, maybe they don't. I like to reach out with my hands on the sides of my mat and pull on the mat just a bit. Connect with the breath again. Slowly Feeling the body sink. The same way you came in, it's the same way we come out. So slowly bring the knees in. Maybe support your hips and bring yourselves right back down onto the mat. Use the core. Rolling stuff up into fish pose. Fish pose, hands will come underneath the glutes, elbows are tight. Point the toes. Pretend there's a string on your chest and it's lifting up and through so you get an arch in the middle back. Slightly let the head drop. If it's in your practice to do full expression, go for it. Maybe clench the teeth slightly so you engage your neck muscles. Opening up that lower back, getting that counter stretch. And exhale down to the mat. Bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself one more big hug. Squeeze them the knees in. And exhale into Shavasana. So this is dead man's pose. Legs are wide, arms are wide. I want you to get as comfortable as possible in the next 30 seconds. Feel yourself sink. Whenever you think you're comfortable, I want you to get 5% more comfortable than that. Keeping our eyes closed. Relaxing the breath. So as you let all that air out, we're gonna do 2 breaths together. So go ahead and let all that stale air out. We're gonna inhale through the nose for 5, 4, belly, chest. Hold it up top, hold it. Open up the mouth and let it all out. Inhale through the nose for 5, fill the belly, inhale, fill the chest, inhale, fill the throat, into the eyes. Hold. Exhale, let it all out. And relax. Slowly bringing awareness back to your body. Maybe moving your fingers, moving your toes. Taking a deep breath in, maybe sighing. How to be the better, happier, and healthier human being. Never touch anything with half of your heart. Be present, endlessly loving and compassionate towards others. Confront any challenging situation first with a deep breath. Wander. Remember that your own happiness and comfort comes above all things. Before reacting, understand. Eat breakfast every morning. Find the faces in the flowers. Remember what is important to you. Treat your body kindly. Be honest. Get to know yourself. Take things at your own pace. Don't feel embarrassed to feel. Laugh, cry, sing or love. Remember, what's right for someone else may not be what's right for you, and that's okay. Never be ashamed or afraid to ask for help. Do what you love. Remember that you always have a choice. Find joy in what life really is. Living. So slowly bringing yourself up into a seated position. I ask you to maybe keep your eyes closed. Taking your time. If you want to join me, bringing your hands to heart center. I want to thank every single one of you that have come to my first class. This was awesome. Can't believe the time has come. It's been great. Awesome learning experience. And especially for my yoga teacher trainers, again, I thank you. I'm looking forward to taking your classes. The love and light inside of me honors and cherishes the love inside of each and every one of you. Namaste.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
That was awesome.
Woo! You did it.
Dunskies.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
So good.
Thanks, David. You said great class. Namaste.
Ah,
I'm reading all
awesome.
the chats.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank
And for
you.
everybody I don't know on here, I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You did so good.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Good job, David.
All right, guys,
Thank
we have
you.
free classes all weekend, so check us out. Get on the schedule. I also sent an email out, put it on Facebook, so the links are there. Share it with your friends and come support our new teachers.
Let's go.
Great job, David. So proud of you.
Love. Appreciate it, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
David.
Bye.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Yay!